Welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrew Fillion. If you've been here before, you know the score. But if this is your first time here, allow me to explain what you're about to see. I started my mid-winter cut at 213 pounds. The goal is to get all the way down to 180. That would bottom me out at around 6 to 8% body fat, which would be very, very lean. In the past, when I do a cut like this, I've always thought that keto is the best way to do it. But I've recently discovered, as of this year, the carnivore approach, and I'm giving it a shot. I'm going to be having nothing but unflavored, plain ground beef for an entire week. Now, I know what you're thinking. Am I doing this just to troll the trolls? A little bit, kind of, but there's more going on than just that. I have a theory, and I'm going to test it this week. When you remove flavor from the equation, it's much easier to stop eating. It's much easier to prevent overeating. And on top of that, it removes a mental barrier in your own mind that food has to have a certain result, that it has to be pleasurable in a sense of releasing dopamine. Everybody loves good tasting food, right? Hard to argue with that. But if you can remove that requirement, I think a lot of great things can happen. We're going to see if that becomes true. What we're going to do in a few minutes here, I'm going to show you guys my starting weight, starting physique, and starting waist measurement. I'll do the same exact thing at the end of the week, and we're going to see how much weight I lose. At the start of this video, I'm expecting to be somewhere around 203 to 204 pounds. If I can get into the 100s by Sunday, I'm going to be very happy. So after the check-in, I'm going to run to Costco, get as much ground beef as I can, and I'm going to check in with you guys periodically through the week to see how I'm feeling, see how things are going, and also share little tricks and tips along the way. It's good to know if you're also going to do carnivore, keto, or even intermittent fasting. All of these strategies all have a lot of similarities and congruence, and so these tips will help no matter what it is that you're trying to do. With that, guys, let's go get this check-in. So it's Monday morning, day one of the Hardcore Carnivore Unseasoned Beef Challenge. This guy right here is going to be my best friend. Going to basically be cooking up this ground beef all week into this little guy. I've also got a roasting pot that I'm going to use so that I can like meal prep for work. But we're going unseasoned. So I'm basically just going to have a fistful of burger right here, plop it on there. It's nice and simple. Now, a core feature of having it unseasoned, it's not just to be like sensational or whatever. There's actually some practical use to this. A lot of people have meat with like sweetness or like extra salty, lots of flavor, and that actually keeps you from feeling full. It makes you want to continue eating. When your food is literally like this in the pan, no flavoring, I think it still tastes good, but it doesn't taste so good that I want to like just keep going. So the natural shut-off valve is there. I really like that component of it. So if you guys watched my last video where I did a whole week of beef jerky, I lost 2.5 pounds through that week. With this, I'm kind of expecting to lose a little bit more. I'm thinking I'll probably go down about 3 pounds, maybe even 3.5. The goal really for this week is to see if I can crack into the 100. So if I hit 199 at any point, I'm going to be pretty happy about that. This is the first meal of many. It's just straight ground beef, no seasoning. I will have my electrolyte water. Show you guys that in a little bit. You still need electrolytes. I mean, yeah, I'm doing, unflavored ground beef just to kind of show that it's possible, but you still need electrolytes. Without electrolytes, you will eventually die. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Honestly, it's not bad. I think it's good. No joke, I really could eat like this. This might be too weird for like socializing or like being with other people, but if I'm by myself, like there's really no reason I couldn't eat like this. Alright guys, as promised, we're gonna go over the electrolyte drink. I'm shooting this one in my office because I want to mix up the scenery. First up, we got 1 liter of water. Well, we will in a second anyway. Once you got your liter of water, I'm going with a ½ teaspoon of potassium, otherwise known as half a gram. Actually, I'm going to put a whole gram because I'm going to be gone for a while. Next, we got salt. Salt, you always want to have double or more of the proportion of potassium. So I put in 1 gram potassium. I want to get 2 grams of salt. So I'm going to put 4 of these in my water. Boom, boom, boom. Last up, got a little bit of Epsom salt, magnesium. Nothing crazy here. I just eyeball this one. I do a pinch. Boom. Helps with cramps and things like that. This is basically the same formula as Element. You can make this at home, make 1,000 servings for like $16. Or you can go and buy Element, which are $1 a packet. After 1,000 drinks, you spend $1,000. Or you can do it this way and spend $16. Up to you. Anyways, guys, I gotta run. That's how you make electrolytes. This is gonna help me feel good throughout the day so I don't get zonked out. Alright guys, this is where things get serious. We're about to put all this beef right here into the, what are these things called again? Dutch ovens. Why am I so lazy? Like, look at how lazy I am. This was the best way I thought I could get all this meat in there. Well, there you guys have it. This isn't the most complicated meal prep you've ever seen. But this is the real deal right here. You can't get any more carnivore than literally unflavored ground beef. So there we have it, first bowl out of this meal prep. I already had my little cast iron, which I'll probably do like half and half through the week. This one's been meal prepped. I got another tray in the fridge for when I want to, make like a burger or something. But mostly I'm taking this into the office, so I think it's a little overkill. We'll see how that goes. I'll just eat it all at home if I have leftovers. Why not? All right, so I got a quick Thursday update. Sunday and Monday didn't go off the wagon at all, but I do want to be honest with you guys. On Tuesday, I was at work, and wouldn't you know it, I didn't take my own advice. I forgot to bring my water bottle, and worse than that, I forgot to have my electrolytes. So around 2 p.m. at work, I started getting a little dizzy, a little brain fog, and then by 3 o'clock, I was totally zonked out. So I got some of these candy wrappers, the little strawberry guys. I had maybe 7 or 8 of them. They have a bucket of them at work. A little bit of sugar can help counteract when you have an electrolyte deficiency. It kind of gives you a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a jolt. Got me through that little zonked out period so that I could continue working. Got home, crushed my electrolytes. I was good to go after that. Was strict on Wednesday. However, as you can see, and I've got my stuff right here, brought this home from work today. It's half eaten. Now it's half eaten because we had lunch provided for us. I'd rather be transparent with you guys than to make stuff up. So while I have been strict, when I'm actually eating the beef, I'm strict. There's been no flavoring, and it's been awesome. Today being Thursday, I can't say that today I was 100% on beef. So Thursday might be a wash, but the good news is, I have a hybrid job, so I work remote on Fridays. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I know for a fact I can stay on that. So from this point forward and for the rest of the week, I'm going to be strict 100% beef, no question. Haven't had any issues with that. But I want to say something about the beef with the unflavoredness. At first, like the very first time I had it, I was like, man, this kind of sucks. But as the week went on, I actually started to get more used to having the unflavored beef, to the point where like last night I was starting to really actually appreciate the flavor of unflavored beef. I was thinking, this isn't even bad. Like, I could legitimately eat this. I'm enjoying it. So I do think there's some advantage to not flavoring your meat. And the reason I say that is because when you flavor something with a lot of sugar, or even with salt or spices in general, sometimes you continue eating just so you can keep tasting those spices and those flavorings. Doing it this way, the natural shut-off valve is there. It's very easy to say, okay, I've had enough food and I'm good. I've been feeling really good all week. My energy is high. Brain fog, aside from the part where I had low electrolytes, non-existent. Things have been going really well. I'm excited to see how these next 3 days are going to go, because I know that I've had the only cheats I'm going to have the whole week. Hopefully going forward in the future, I don't have entire days where I have to kind of like go off the program. But all in all, I'm really doing this to get down to 180 pounds. I'm at an all new low today of 201, so very happy with that. If I break into the 190s this week, just to get the scale to start at a 1 instead of a 2, like for me that is huge, because I'm 6 feet tall. Once you break into those 190s, like you're officially in like the lean zone, and after that it's just like how much leaner can you get. So with that, guys, the weekend is approaching. There's 3 days left. Sticking it out 100%. No more cheats of any kind after today. Alright, so here we are. We're at the end of the week. I've got great news. Everything went according to plan. I followed through on my promise. I've had nothing but ground beef for the past 3 days. I did not get past 201, but I did end on 201. It was super close to the 100s. I was 1 pound off. I'm definitely going to hit it next week, so not a big deal. And I'm happy with these results. I got my waist measurement all the way down to 32, which is really great because at the start of the week, it was around 33. So we're looking at almost an entire inch of waistline gone just 1 week. As you can see right here, I am starting to trim down a little bit. I've got a little bit more muscle definition, and my prediction is within the next 10 pounds or so, my love handles should start to dissipate and I should start really looking a lot leaner. I expect that around the 190 pound mark. So all in all, I felt really good all week. Unfortunately, Thursday, that kind of, didn't stick to the plan like I had originally hoped, but those things do happen, and I was good 6 out of the 7 days. End result was I'm still down 3 pounds, so I count that as a win. I want to show you guys what I'm getting into next week. I've already got it. Gonna be doing a week on Spam. Now, I've never had Spam before, so I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for that. We're doing nothing but Spam all week, and we're gonna see how that goes. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see me eat next. As long as it's not things like cookies and ice cream, if I can reasonably cut weight while doing that, I will. The goal is to get to 180, and I'm willing to try a bunch of different things on the road there. Alright, so with that, guys, I'm gonna get ready for some Spam. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Stay.